All right, looks like we are live.
Good.
Just double check and make sure everything works before we begin. All right, looks good. Okay, so I'll introduce us, talk about what we're doing, and then we could just dive right into it. Sounds good?
All right. Let's dance.
All right. So I'm gonna start it as if because we'll be able to cut it later. So I'm gonna start it as an intro to a video. All right. So here we go. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Corey with Esports Healthcare, and today's broadcast is brought to you by Skins. You can check them out at skins.gg. Today we have a special guest. We have 78-year-old gamer DieHardBirdie. Am I saying everything correctly?
Yes,
All right.
it's
So,
right.
so we have DieHardBirdie with us today. Very special guest. At 78, he is the oldest professional gamer, and we have the honor of talking to him today. So, let's start with what you do. So, can you just tell us quickly what games you're active in, what games you play currently?
In the beginning, I like to say that I'm thank you for being together with you and have patience to me because my English is not so good like yours English.
No problem.
So have patience.
No problem. We got patience here. No worries.
All right. Nice.
So, can you tell us what games you're playing currently? What's your game? What's the game that you play the most frequently?
The play what I'm playing is Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
And
It's esports playing the classic Counter-Strike.
yes, and you've been playing in tournament events as well, correct?
Yes, I start to play 2017.
Okay. And before you were playing in the events, were you playing just casually with random people online and everything, or was that the first time in
Before
2017?
before I wasn't playing at all. Nothing about esports.
Okay.
Because I was thinking this is something stupid game. Everybody's losing the time,
Yeah.
but not now. Today I'm thinking I have another attitude
Yeah.
about this game.
That's great. So before you started playing, I want to talk a little bit about what you were doing prior to playing video games, because I think playing video games is something that we're all doing now, but most people who play are in the demographic of the ages between 16 and 24. A lot of them are even younger than 16. So because you're a completely different demographic, I'd like to know about a little bit about your past. So when when you were younger, before video games, were you generally healthy? Were you usually healthy as a young person?
When I was younger, in general, I was healthy.
Hmm.
No problem with my health.
And have you ever had any injuries, particularly to your hands, your wrists, or anything in that range?
Yes, I had because in about 40 years, I
every 10 years since 1790. It's mandated by the Constitution, and it helps shape your community's
Getting
future.
some
what happened?
getting some audio from something else.
All right.
I don't know if that's on your end or on my end.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, that's okay. Never mind. Okay, about 40 years I was working like an artist with metals and stones,
Okay.
and I get some pain with the fingers.
Is that so?
Never mind.
Sorry, one sec.
Okay,
Okay, so with the
about 40 years I was working like an artist
so It looks like I'm getting feedback from Gary. So let me mute that. There we go.
Okay.
I think we're good now. Sorry about that. Okay.
Uh,
So with you had some pain and problems with your hands. Was it ever something like an injury, or was it just that your hands ached from the work you did?
just my hands, my fingers
Mm-hmm.
on the hands.
Okay. And was that something that you ever had to see a doctor for? Did you ever have any diagnosis, or did you ever have to do any rehab?
No, just they tell me just stop to do these things, stop to work with heavy stuff, and find something else.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It seems to be a lot of people's response is just to stop doing what you're doing. But when it's your career or it's something you really enjoy, that's not really a good answer, is to stop. So that's something we run into a lot with the gamers. We're getting some gamers who have pain in their hands, and doctors who don't understand that this is a career for some people, or don't realize this is such a high passion, are telling these people to stop gaming. So that's something we don't particularly appreciate, because if it's your career, how can you stop? And if it's something you enjoy, we don't want you to stop. So it's kind of the same thing that we're dealing with. And so now that you're gaming and you're not working with metal and you're not working with the artistry, do you ever get pain in your hands now as a gamer?
Yes, because I faced about this gaming like a typing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the gaming helps me with the pain. The pain disappeared,
Okay.
and this is a good for me.
So in your
Like such a gymnastic every day.
mm-hmm. So in your experience, you had pain in your hands, and then when you started playing video games, the pain went away.
Yes,
Okay.
but what I found another way to do my artistic work. I'm just now working with old books and napkins and old newspapers.
Okay. Is that what
And
you
this
were
stuff is not so heavy.
is that what you were holding when we started this call? You had it looked like some paper in your hand. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is like this.
Okay, so yeah, that looks like a person wearing a dress with their arm up.
Yeah, yes.
That's cool. Okay. Very cool. So with the gaming you're doing now, and your pain is less now that you're playing video games, do you participate in a warm up before you start playing, and do you stretch after you play, or do you just dive right in and start playing?
I am just starting playing.
Okay. Because one of the things that we run into a lot is with the gamers who experience pain, a lot of them don't participate in a warm-up, so they don't get their hands ready before they play. And that can sometimes be an issue with creating problems with aching pain or some injury. But you don't do that. You don't participate in a warm-up.
I am just doing like this.
Okay. And then you're good to go.
Like this, and just let's go.
All right. And then when you're done playing, do you ever feel like you have to stretch, like doing this sort of thing, or one of these, any type of stretch after you're done from all the movements?
No, but I am gaming about together with the computer 4 hours each day.
Okay.
But in this is 2 hours intensive gaming and about 2 hours editing.
Okay.
So there's another question about some young people's streaming or gaming 10 hours, 15 hours. It's another question about some problems.
Yeah, some of the high level streamers and professional gamers have been known to play for 8, 10, or even 12 hours a day, which that's 2 or 3 times more than what you're saying you're doing. So
this is This is another case.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. So when you talked about the career you had in working with metal and doing some of the artistic work, do you think that working with your hands as in a career prior to gaming has helped you become a better gamer because you're good with your hands?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so because it is two different lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming is this is big difference between gaming and do something creative.
Mm-hmm.
With gaming, you have to be street smart.
Okay.
So good connection, have a good connection between the brain or your tools,
Mm-hmm.
eyes, and hands.
Right.
So coordination, and then reflex is better, and communication if you are together with a team.
Of course. Yeah.
So if you do some art, you alone without team. You're doing what you see or what you like to see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a big difference.
Yeah. So maybe not necessarily working with your hands for the gaming because, like you said, there's a lot of different things involved. But you had specifically just mentioned some hand-eye coordination, some reflex, and the combination of being able to use your eyes and use your hands. So that's related a lot to traditional sports. So that's a good question we have also is that when you were younger, did you play sports? Did you play baseball? Did you play football? Did you play anything when you were younger?
When I was younger, I played some with the friends.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer, baseball, but not like a daily sport.
Okay.
That's sometimes
Mm-hmm.
1-2 times a week with my gang.
Yeah.
Nice gang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you feel that playing sports has any correlation to being good at a video game? Because there are a lot of things that are similar in terms of teamwork, in terms of hand-eye coordination. Do you think there's any correlation between traditional sports and being good at a video game?
Yes, this is because in every sport,
Mm-hmm.
if there's a question about team, so communication is very, very necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And reflex and thinking about tactic. So this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody must have some balance between everything.
Yeah.
So there's many part in classic sport is also inside the esports game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I think a lot of people who haven't played video games don't understand how it is similar to traditional sports. I think everybody who has that opinion gets caught up that as gamers we're not running around, we don't need to necessarily be incredibly strong or incredibly fast, but in terms of skill, we do have to be very skilled hand-eye coordination. We do have to be able to communicate with others and work as a team. So in that sense, traditional sports and gaming, I always feel that there's some parallel, but I know a lot of people don't. So I'm glad that you agree with me on that one. So moving on, as a healthcare provider, I couldn't go through this interview without asking a little bit more about the healthy aspect of your gaming career. So I want to know, do you exercise regularly? Do you have an exercise routine that you participate in for your just general health?
I'm exercise regularly in the morning at about half hour.
Half
Just
hour?
home gymnastic.
Hmm. So, what types of exercises are you doing? Is it like body weight, resistance training, or is it cardiovascular?
Uh, I like to warm up my body, my legs,
Hmm.
my hands, sit ups, such this, and that. This is about an and half an hour.
Okay, so just a little bit of everything, get your body moving, get your muscles active, get you ready
Yeah,
for the day.
every part of my body has wake up
Yeah, and you do that every day, 7 days a
every
week?
day,
That's
every
awesome.
day.
Love to hear that. I think exercise is one of what we consider the four pillars of health, meaning it's one of the four major factors that can keep you healthy. So we have exercise. Another one, probably the most important, is your sleep. Do you have good sleep habits?
I have a good sleeping every night.
Excellent. So that's
Yeah,
that's the
it's
number one most important.
good.
Yeah. So exercise and sleep, you got both of those down. So then the next question is, what is your diet like? Do you eat healthy? Do you follow a regimented diet?
Yes, I am eating healthy. Uh, Breakfast, just a sandwich and coffee or some fruit,
Okay.
and lunch, a green lunch with fish, with fish, sometimes meat, but not so often.
Okay.
Uh, Maybe once, twice a week. And in the evening, just salad.
All right. So yeah, it sounds like overall very healthy. So it seems like you're doing everything right for your general health, which in my opinion, I mean, considering what I do, I'm a healthcare provider for gamers. I believe that taking care of your body first is going to make you a better gamer. And it seems like you are a living embodiment of that belief, where you obviously take care of yourself. You're doing really well for your health, and you're succeeding in your game as well. So it's great to see that's something that's correlating not just with the kids that we work with. We work with mostly young kids. Kids are, teenagers or younger. So it's good to see that is a lifelong goal to maintain your overall health, and also then to maintain your gaming health. So I have one more question for you.
All right.
And because today's interview was sponsored by Skins, so this is the company here. I don't know if you could see it, the Skins topical cream. I am curious, have you ever used this? It's that CBD oil.
Yes. About skins, yes, I use this. This is very good stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm happy
Mm-hmm.
to use this because I I get some. This was about 1 month ago, I think. I get some pain, uh, left side, uh, down back.
Okay.
It's impossible to sleep. The the night was impossible. And nothing helped me, and I use this. My son helped me. I have something like this. Try this.
Yeah.
And I tried this twice, 2 days, twice a day, and this disappeared.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
nothing. And I'm happy.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah. So
it's very good stuff.
yeah, so just for the viewers who are watching here, this product that we're talking about right now is called Got Pain. It's a CBD topical cream sent out by skins.gg. You could check them out. So it's a CBD topical cream with the goal of limiting your pain. So for gamers, it'll tend to be more often in our hands, but as you just heard from our guest here, you can use it on any pain that you experience throughout the day. So your example was that you had back pain and you used the CBD topical cream. 4 times over 2 days, and you notice significant relief. So that's
Alright.
exactly what we like to hear. So that's awesome.
All right.
So I just want to close this. I want to post some links, including yours. I want everybody to know who you are, where they can find you. So let me just post this. So I'm posting in our chat right now the link to DieHardBirdie's Twitch channel. You could find him on Twitch. You could also find him on Twitter at DieHardBirdie. I think everybody should go check him out. Give him a follow, support what he's doing, because he is who we all want to be in the future. He's a gamer at 78 years old. So that's something that I hope I am one day. Gamer, still playing into my 70s and hopefully even further. And one more link I want to share. We have skins.gg. That's the link to the company that sells that topical cream we just spoke about. So with that, I do want to thank you, DieHardBirdie, for joining me today, for talking about your gaming career and how you stay healthy. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure on my side. And just now, why am called Birdie? That's my sign.
So yeah, that's where that came from.
This is from napkins.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So DieHardBirdie, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to following your career as you continue to play.
Thank you very much.
All right. Take care.
All right. Take care.